The other day I was walking down Bowl Street and a chap said to me, "Good heavens, are you Bob Evans?" "Yes," I said. His answer, "I thought you were dead." I said, "Well, I'm really not dead, although I've been around a long time." See, I came to work in the docks way back in 1961, I think it was. 120 ships in, 20,000 dockers, not all working, well, not all at the same time, that's for sure. And life was remarkably busy. I came to work in James Street, Kingston House, Mersey Mission to Seamen. And I knew nothing about seafarers, nothing about the sea, and it's been fun discovering all of that. It was good, you know, to go just aboard ships and to meet men from all over the world. It was quite remarkable. For example, in those days, to go aboard a Russian ship was fun. "What do you want?" they'd say. I had a lovely answer. "I've come to meet the Christians aboard this ship." Well, really, they said, "There are no Christians aboard this ship." And sometimes they stupidly said, "There are no Christians in Russia." I never allowed them to get away with that. I said, "Of course there are Christians in Russia." By this time, he was going red, and I was asked to leave. But you know, as far back as '74, things changed. Suddenly, I was allowed to walk around the Russian ships and to take them shopping in town, to take them on. We actually went to climb Snowdon once. Well, that's not quite true. There was not enough time. We got to the lower reaches of Snowdon, a pub in Llandudno, so life went on. But eventually, of course, the port changed dramatically. Containerization came in. All the south docks and the middle docks all disappeared. Everything went up to the north end. And in the end, I sold Kingston House the same way as my RC friends sold Atlantic House. And we all had to get ourselves together at the north end, where in fact we now are. I'm talking about Liverpool here, quite remarkable, you know. My RC friends and us, we now are together in Colonsay House. We actually have one chapel, one altar. We share everything. Don't trust each other, obviously, but it's all right. We get on extremely well together, in fact. In the old days, I used to play golf with them. They cheated, you know. They used to stand on my ball. But we had a lot of fun working together. Because togetherness is what it's all about, isn't it? And you see, you go aboard a ship, you'll find Muslims, Hindus, nothing in particular, all kinds of faiths, colours and creeds living together. Seafarers show you how to live as a community in this world. We have a lot to learn from them. They tolerate each other. But what a life a seafarer has these days. Take a big ACL, Atlantic Container Line, coming in. She comes in, say 8 o'clock at night, often gone the next tide, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. You've been watching Corrie and you've missed it. Only 18 men aboard. And what about those 18 men? Well, they'd often spend 9 months in their little tin can. Imagine being 9 months with 18 men. They never have time to get ashore, really. They never walk on grass because there's no time. But our job is to get them off the ship, bring them to the mission. And what do they do there? The main thing they want to do is to talk to their families. And it's wonderful to see them chatting away. Skyping, is it? I'm not very good at that, but they're all good at it. They're all up to speed with their computers. And it's a joy to make them feel that we care for them. You do realize, don't you, that without seafarers, you'd be having a tough time. This country is an island, for heaven's sake. How do you think we get our food and stuff? 85% of our trade goes, no, that's wrong. It's 95%. I can't believe it. 95% of our trade goes by sea. Think about it. Without seafarers, there'd be no light, no heat. That means without any power, you'd have no milk, you'd have no cars, you'd have no clothes. Now there's a noble thought. In fact, you wouldn't last a month without seafarers. But things have changed in my time. The modern seafarer is different. See, 150 years ago, 80% of seafarers were British, all under the old red ensign. That's gone. We haven't got a British merchant fleet now. We in this country depend utterly upon the third world, and we take it for granted. I mean, you think of your breakfast this morning. You wouldn't have any breakfast if we hadn't if it wasn't for seafarers. And that's why we in Liverpool Seafarers Centre, in Colonsay House in Crosby, we go aboard just to thank these men for what they're doing. Most of them are Filipinos or from the Ukraine or India, licorice all sorts of people. They all have the same thing though. As far as I'm concerned, they keep smiling. They're a remarkable bunch of men. And our job is to say thank you to them on your behalf. So God bless them. And will you remember, please, that without seafarers, you could not live.